Hello everyone, today I'm going to review the books on armed forces. Overall, I have read about 11 books, but these are my recommendations. Hope it will help and enhance your memory for armed forces. The first book is Military History of India, and this book is recently launched, and this book's price is over 800, and this book tells you the modernization of Indian Army. This book starts from the ancient time when Guru trained their disciples in art of war, and from there it will tell you how each academy was established, and after that it will tell you the induction, the how the weapons are inducted, how what are the lessons we learned from the war of 1962 or 1971, and what are the modern equipments, and this book mentioned all the battles from ancient time. It also includes the British era, and at the end this book gives you the full insight. Overall, this is available only in the hardcover, and this is the insights of the book which I am talking about previously. And as you see the index suggests that it will give you the insight from ancient India to the military establishments in India, the war, new challenges, and how it all. This book also includes the Navy and Air Force portion as well. And at last, there is also honors and awards and ceremonies. And this book overall is very awesome, and they are all category wise. You will get all the information about units as well. And overall, I give this book about 4.5 stars. And if you are starting from the scratch, I think that this book will provide you the best military knowledge. And this is the author of this book, and this book is recently released. So here is the second book for the ND lovers, Undaunted by Bhavna Arora ma'am. So what is special about this book? This book tells you the story about the Lieutenant Umar Fayaz, who has a dream since childhood to join the National Defense Academy, and who was inspired by a good behavior of an officer. And this book will give you a journey from school to the NDA, and this book explains the terms of NDA very well. And after that, this book also tells about the induction in Indian Armed Forces, and joining the unit, and how the unit culture sees a new commissioned officer. So this book is only for ND lovers. So this is the book, and this is the cover, and this book is quite cheap. I think the price is 299. I think it will be available in less cheaper price. And talking about the index, this book is reviewed by the many veterans. And talking about the index, you will get the simple index, because this is the life from the chapter 1 to the chapter 16, and the ending was very superb and heart touching. So you will get all the insights of the NDA in this book. So here is the second book, 1971 by Ian Cardozo sir. This book is amazing because we have seen that there are a lot of books on 1971 war. But why I am suggesting this book? Because this book has the pictorial representation, which means that okay, मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. Okay everyone, so this is 1971, and how I am influenced by this book, because there is the chapters are very aligned, and they are very well synchronized, which means that first event mentioned was first. And talking about the pictorial representation, in each chapter there is a pictorial representation and how the mission was carried out. This is the gates of Gurdwara, which was later retrieved. And this is a story of the attack on Pakistan Sabri, and this chapter deals in this mission. So this is the first pictorial representation, and then you will get all the information about that mission. And there are not only one pictorial representation, there are other as well also. This is a map. I think this is in Rajasthan, and here whole the story of that mission is given. So I'm talking about this book, and the book is marvelous in cover, and price is also quite less. The best book for the 1971. If you want to become an officer or want to know about the armed forces, so what is the best way to learn from the top guy? So I will suggest you the book Bipin. Why I am suggesting this book? This book only available in hardcover, and the price is also very cheap. Simultaneously, this book is available in 204 pages, and this book contains the small memories of the Bipin sir, and I like how each person has narrated his point of view about the Bipin sir, and I think they conveyed it more honestly. And as you know that Bipin sir has rise from lieutenant to the first CDS of armed forces. So what is a better way to about more learn more about armed forces? Then I think I suggest the Bipin sir's book. Overall, talking about writing is very smooth. You will easily comprehend this, and overall हम सब जानते हैं that Rachna ma'am writes in a very fluent and understandable manner. So, okay, I am talking about Bipin sir's book. Okay, I am talking about Bipin sir's book. So let's jump into this. This book contains the small all I mentioned about that, and here are the very simple chapter from NDA to IMA, and at last the family life also covered in this book. So this is one of my favorite books. I love to be a commander one day in an armed forces. So this is a life of Bipin sir from a GC to a CDS. So, and as I mentioned that this is the author of this book, and overall this book I think is amazing. And as I mentioned, this book is about 2200, this is acknowledgement, and 204 pages is the readable pages of this book. Okay everyone, here are the few other recommendations. First one is India's Most Fearless 1 and India's Most Fearless 2. These books deals in the various parts of armed forces. For example, the Garud Commandos, Marcos, Para SFs, and normal army missions. So these books has 3 parts, and these books give you the insight about the weapons which are used in the mission, and how a person and his family feels when a person goes to the mission, and how brave they are when they led the men into the mission and they came last just to protect their men and finish the mission, which is their first priority. So talking about the author, again writing is very simple. There are one chapters on a particular person, and this why I love these books, because this book contains the lives of the Air Force pilot and simultaneously shows the life of a naval personnel. Overall, my preference was the armed forces, but this is the book which I read and cried after reading this. And this book contains the 21 stories of Paramir Chakra, and how they felt during the mission and how they conquered that mission by which they got the PVC. And the best part of this book is that this book contains the pictorial representation, and after that this book also contains the feelings of their families, how they felt after that. So I cried after reading this book. Talking about this book, okay, this book is I bought this book because I want to learn about the 1971 war, but after reading the Ian Sir's book, I love that book more than all about the news cutouts of that time. And overall I will suggest you that you will read that Ian Sir's book first. It will give you more insight than this book. Okay, I already talk about these books. So, and at last also, the first recommendation is Operation Khukri, which was written by Rajpal Punia sir, and this book deals in insights of Operation UN mission, which is led in Sierra Leone. These books does not mention about the UN missions. So to get the insight of the UN missions, I will recommend Operation Khukri. And second book is Kitne Gaye by KJS Dhillon sir. This book will give you the insights of the Kashmir, because the book is written by the former commander of Chinnar Corps, and that book will give you insight of armed forces and NDA, the command structure, and also tell you the lifestyle in armed forces. And at last, I would like to suggest you that reading this book will enhance your armed forces knowledge and the one who have a goal to join armed forces, it will enhance your TAT, which is writing part of the story, and as well as interview portion. So best of luck.